And we are live. Welcome, everybody. How are you doing? We are here to trick Google's AI. Once again, last time was accidental. This time it's going to be intentional. We're specifically up to some shenanigans tonight. How are y'all doing? Hi, Bill, Beppo, Sora, Knife, Pyro, Irido. Hi to all the new followers. Dada, me. Oh my god, I'm getting JPEG'd. What a start, what a start. Uh, oh, and chat just crashed. Hold on. I can't see y'all's messages. Uh, okay, beautiful way to start the stream. I guess that the chat window just had enough of it. Gotta reload it, I guess. Hold on. It'll be back. Yeah, it's back, it's back. Wait, hi, Siegfried. Siphon, when? Good luck with your exam. Anna, hi. Committee chat. Hi, y'all. Redless. Good to see y'all again. Hey, Kobolds. On your new account. Hell yeah, you found it. Been job searching all week. Oh, take my mind off it. You got this, Anna. Already been JPEG'd. Someone's always waiting for the start of the stream to turn me into a mess of pixels. I'm watching you. Hi, Victoria. Oh my god, level 3 JPEG. Also, the music just stopped? Okay. I guess we're up for a weird stream. The chat broke, the music stops. I hope it doesn't crash like it did a few streams ago. Okay, fingers crossed. My fingers are crossed even if you can't see it. Anyway, I guess we need some context to start, right? So I was notified of this over on Tumblr, so I'm just gonna pull up the Tumblr post real quick. If you remember, last week I posted a new piece. It's called Parasitic Encephalization. Oh my god, JPEG Ultra! We just spent 50,000 points. You've just unlocked the final level of JPEG. This has never happened before. Hi everybody! Um, incredible use of your points. This is a moment for history. I'll let you, so you can see something crisp. I'll let you see Bean. There we go. Bean is crisp. You can even see my face here. Hi Bean. So you remember what I look like. Look at my cool shirt. Can you tell what it is? Hold on, gotta get it closer. Can you tell? Can you tell what this shirt represents? It's a little easier this way. Oh, this way. There we go. Oh, 140p. Yeah, so the reason for this level of JPEG is that I actually found that if you control this JPEG filter I'm using, if you have, you know, if you just control it through OBS, you got some sliders, and there's a maximum level, and that's basically what level 3 was. But I figured out that if you control it through an API, and instead of giving it the levels on the sliders, you gave it like further levels, it could go way stronger. So there was like a secret level of JPEG you could get to, and this is basically like as far as you can get before it just turns into blocks. So I turned it up to, essentially turn it up to 11. How many pixels is this? You can probably count pixel grids. The funnier bit of this is that I can't recover unless someone pays like, what is it, 25,000 points. So this is gonna be me all stream. Beautiful, right? Hold on. You can you can see it a little bit better if I get it a little closer like that. Diverse cash. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, that is part of the JPEG Ultra. Somebody spent 50,000 points, not only to turn me into this whole stream, but for the if you guys want to turn it off, there is 25,000 points in the line. Instead of unJPEGing, we take it down the level. I could do that, but it would take some doing. Do not let Val out of a phantom zone. It'll be up to a single person with a lot of points. So what is a shirt? I guess you'll have to see whenever I'm unJPEG'd. But you can probably tell it's a very iconic image. Panagab, thank you for the follow. Oh my god, what a chaotic start to the stream. I love this. You don't have that kind of layer money. All the brokies in the chat. You don't have layers. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you guys something in case somebody in chat can answer me this. As I was preparing chat like about half an hour ago now, suddenly I got a bunch of follows. Are any of y'all watching the stream that just followed me before I started? And can you tell me like who linked my channel or something? Like it was very sudden. Like there was a burst of like 10 followers all of a sudden. I was like, I didn't link this anywhere, so I was just curious. This is how the left wants our man. Ultra packed. Oh wait, sorry, I started a poll. Should I remove Val's JPEG curse? Oh, the no is winning. I'll help out the yeses. Vote in the poll, folks. It is Godzilla. Yes, Beppo. It's the classic Godzilla original movie frame. It's breaking down a plane. I wish you guys could see it, but someone who played Bloodbark? Maybe with someone on Twitch who did one of those shout out things. So yeah, no idea who might have linked the stream or anything, but if you know, let me know. See you, Jesus. And the Godzilla shirt is radioactive. That must be it. Germa played Bloodbark? You're kidding, right? Really? I feel like I would have heard of this. Jermaine, shout out. Oh my god, Jermaine. My favorite streamer, Jermaine. You can still see my expression. Yeah, it's funny because if I'm laughing, you can see the teeth as like a single line of... It's like my mouth turns into like 2 lines of pixels. It's so funny. Yeah, this is a maximum level of JPEG you can get to before you could basically not recognize anything. Glad to see Valdevia shouting out small content creators like Jermaine Lettuce. No, like for real, did German stream Bloodbark? Really? He actually did. Oh my god, that's so cool. Confirmed. Hell yeah, Germa. I hope we get Tartarus later on the stream. Tartarus, for context, is the developer for Bloodbark. So, I don't know if he knows. I don't know if he's seen it. I didn't see him talk about it on the Discord. So, if Tartarus shows up, we gotta break the news. to him if he doesn't know already. Hey Maxwell, I am on the max JPEG level. They reached it. They reached JPEG Ultra. I've been on JPEG hell for 7 minutes. Post a link to the server? Yes, please. Let's see. About 30 minutes in. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is true. What? Let's put it up on stream. Let's go to browser. Hi, I'm still JPEG, but smaller now. Okay. Let's see, about 30 minutes. It's a different game. Oh, that is Bloodbark. Hey, that's me. I'm on Germa. Wait, you guys can't see Germa. Hold on. Look, I'm on Germa. Markiplier next. I mean, at this point, Germa has played it. KCO has played it. There's like some of the biggest streamers. So this is pretty much as you can go. Is Jenna still playing Blueprints? I don't want to watch it. I've seen she's playing a lot of it. I don't want to watch because I really want to play that game. I don't want to spoil myself of the surprises. If she's streaming longer than me, I will rate her. Yes. You let me know at the end, or I will check if I remember. Yeah, Bean is more important than Germa. That's also true.
Okay.
Okay. That was his reaction to saying my name.
Bloodbark.
Bloodbark. I don't want to like go through the whole playthrough, but I wonder if he finds Bean, or if he finds he's playing just a pretty regular playthrough so far. Looks like this is day 3. Okay, says the reporters. That's the day I think he can find Googliel. But I don't think he found the... Oh, he found the cross. One of them.
I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Wait, what's this? What's this? No, I don't want to hit that. I didn't want to hit that. That was fucking horrible. That was really awful and disrespectful, and I'm sorry that I did that.
No, you need to do it. I don't think you found all of them. You gotta really walk around to find all of them. Let's see. That's a night section, so I guess he didn't come across Bean. Googliel is in this game? Yes, they are. Hey Maple Squid, welcome. Welcome to all the new folks. I'm sorry, I'm only Pixels today, but you'll see my face someday, I bet. Mr. Inaugural stream. Yeah, I think Bean is day 4.
I mean, it's okay. Here, it's calibrating. This is so scary.
Did you see? He does see Megalomorph, huh?
I'm sorry. Your atmosphere gets a little screwed up when you play the Scooby-Doo runaway sound effect.
Oh, he saw the Fresno Nightcrawler. Yeah, that was that day, yeah.
It was not scary at all. That was a cartoon sound effect, and took me completely out of. I'm completely out of the game now. A little scared, and now I'm.
That's so good.
Scooby-Doo. Talking about.
Okay, does it break the rope? Oh yeah, there we go.
Find a big ass cocoon inside the lake. This is gonna open up. What is this thing? Why am I opening this?
So
What
confused.
is going on in this game?
That's so funny.
I thought I was cutting trees down. I'm letting out giant mosquitoes. That was, I mean, that was pretty cool, but
I love that. Yeah, Octopus. Blood. Yeah, the sort of linked to the game. It's called Blood Bark, and it's about the blood bark trees, but it's full of little references if you look for them.
yes, I'm gonna
Like Megalmorpha there.
and its little proboscis should have gone right here, and you should have heard sound effects.
That was really good. Really good sound
I
effect.
guess a tree over here. They did. It was.
Okay.
Like you step in the light. Are you serious?
He's looking for the next tree, I think.
This
But
is where the game. This is up double.
yeah,
that
I don't
had
think he
software.
found Bean. Dang.
It's just the trees.
Looks like he just got the main ending, but yeah, that's really cool that he played it. That's awesome. Would have never expected to see my name on a Germa stream. Not that I watch Germa a lot. I've seen a couple things from him. I know he's really well known though. He has some really funny bits. So yeah, that's fun news. Mac the Marker, thank you for the follow. Anyway, you guys should go play Bloodbark. So I put up a link in the chat. But yeah, it's free. It's I mean, play name your own price, so you can drop a few bucks if you like it. I recommend you do so because it's a solo dev who's put a lot of work into this. So yeah, hopefully this like German playing it and all these big streamers playing it are giving it a lot more. Look at that! Look at all these playthroughs. Look at that. That's awesome. Yeah, looks like it was very, very well received. And you should play it. You should play it. Anyway, today's topic is not related to this. Today, we're gonna try to trick Google's AI. So if you're not aware, Google has put this bullshit AI overview. I think it's rolled it out differently in different countries, so you might or might not have it. In Europe, it's been like blocked for many months, and it only like recently, only like I want to say like a few weeks ago, started popping up. So it is just like a very bullshit laden AI summary of whatever you search for that essentially like I think it's like how do you call that when you compete with a business in an unlawful way, right? Because it's literally like taking the content from websites that it's supposed to be indexing and leading people towards. It's taking that and putting it in the first like paragraph of Google so that you don't have to click on anything, and essentially like killing it's killing the way the internet works, right? You need clicks, you need advertising views. It's leading to some lawsuits. I know there's a lawsuit going on at least. There might be more. But yeah, it's also like very, very incorrect. It just like it doesn't get nuance, obviously. So it does a lot of like it just falls for a lot of bullshit. It told people that you should eat at least one small rock per day because there was an Onion article saying that geologists recommend people eat one small rock per day, and obviously Google took that seriously because it's I don't know, it's said in a very serious tone. So Google said, okay, that's an authoritative source. Well, the other day, I posted this image of a brain escaping a body, and the text says, the fringe parasitic encephalization theory claims our nervous system is a parasite that took over the body of the earliest vertebrate ancestor. It captures 20% of the body's resources while staying separate from the blood and being considered unique by the immune system. While very few defend this theory, one fact supports it. If the body dies while the skull is open, the brain and spinal cord sometimes detach and briefly flail outside, in what could perhaps be an ancient host-seeking reflex. So basically, oh, we are the parasites. We've evolved along with our meat sacks, but we're essentially like small parasites that attached to a larger animal, started controlling it millions and millions of years ago, the earliest vertebrate ancestors. So let me catch up with the chat. What is my favorite horror movie? That's tough. I don't like picking favorites. But welcome, Jack, and Twitch Juliana. Welcome to Spooky or Spooky. Thank you, and welcome to all the new followers. I promise a streamer has a face. I do. But someone has to pay 25,000 points to remove this JPEG filter, so we'll be stuck here for a bit. Your impassioned rant about the ethics of AI kind of loses its oomph when you have like 3 pixels. No, it gains it. This is analog. This is not AI. That's how you can tell. It's because of the pixels. Annie, thank you for the follow. Yeah, we're okay. New followers. I want to know. Are you guys coming from Germany or are you coming from somewhere else? Because I'm curious. We've just been talking about Germany playing Bloodbark a few minutes ago. So Bill is almost born. Yes. Tomorrow? No. Thursday night, we're doing a stream where we do the sequel to Twitch. Twitch. We're doing the sequel to Bill Cipher's pregnancy picture. So look out for that. My ex was a geologist, and one time he literally said, "Can't kiss you, I just licked a rock to see if it was sponges." I love that. The voices brought you here. I know about the returning chatters. I'm asking for the new folks. Came from the Tumblr blog announcement. Okay. Should look at the Discord. Yeah, the cockroaches live in your penis one. That one's fake. That one's most definitely fake. Cobalt. Hold on. Drew Val from my pixelated face. That's so good. The colors are good, yes. I love that. You're doing what? Okay, context. So you remember how when the Book of Bill came out, after a bit after the Book of Bill came out, there was this website full of little secrets where I did a bunch of images for that. Well, one of them, if you input a specific password, you would get this. Congrats! Guess what's growing inside you right now? See you in 9 months, Papa. Well, that was on August 9th, so it's gonna be 9 months on Friday. Oh. We're gonna do the Bill birth image. Nothing too explicit, but I thought it would be funny to just do a little sequel. It's not commissioned by Alex Hirsch, but it is sanctioned by him. I did ask him if he'd be okay with that. And he was. I'm Fred Cannon and Gravity Falls. I did cause a little bit of chaos around those days. I canonized both mpreg and Tumblr Bill, the Tumblr Sexy Man Bill. The twink human bill, yes. Is the stream lagging? Uh-oh. Not again. Was that on Bill's end? It looks okay on my end, so hopefully it was just on Bill's end. Is a Valdevian thing automated? The Discord role? No, I give it to you manually. So you just gotta tell me your Discord username. Show the Tumblr sexy man bill? Yeah, sure. Hold on. Gotta look for it. We're going on tangents today, but I think if I just look for sexy man on my Tumblr, it should pop up. Yeah, there we go. So it was on one of the pictures was this like really big conspiracy board. And one of the jokes I included was beware the imposter, and Bill is pointing at this like humanized version of Bill, which if you're not familiar with that was on Tumblr back when Gravity Falls was coming out. Like we're talking like, you know, like 2015 sort of Tumblr. This people started making fan art of Bill Cipher as this humanoid twink, and they would ship him with whatever other characters, right? Especially Dipper, which was kind of fucked up, but still. Yeah, they humanized Bill Cipher like this, and it's kind of become a meme ever since. So I figured I asked. So this was also sanctioned by Alex, who found it really funny. So we went for it, and when it came out, everybody just pointed. They canonized Human Bill. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you for the follows, everybody. Stardom Sita, I hope I said that right. Porcelain and Jean. Welcome, folks. So, yeah. Oh, and the original artist that created the design posted about it, really confused. Oh, let me give you that roll. Hold on. There you are. Valdeviant. There you are. Oh, it doesn't change your color. Oh, because you're a server booster. That won't evolve. But you got it, Swelsh. Tumblr sexy man Bill equals immediate influx of followers. Yeah, I wonder who linked my stream. Because I don't think it was like a shout out on stream by any streamer. Because we've been getting people coming in since like what, half an hour ago. In a steady stream. So yeah, if y'all are coming in to the stream for the first time, let me know how you got here. We're curious about that. Anyway, we were talking about Google's messed up AI thing, and how I made this post about a made-up theory about the brain being a parasite, an ancient parasite that evolved along with us, or I guess we are the parasite, so we evolved along with our hosts. And yeah, people really liked it. They shared it a bunch, especially on Tumblr. That's why I'm on Tumblr as well, because it got really big on Tumblr, like 13,000 notes. That's really big for Tumblr. And if you Googled it, the Tumblr thing pops up first. So that is like, usually it's my website that pops up first. But you know, sometimes it'll just be like that. For some reason, Google listed my Tumblr twice, I guess, and my Instagram, and more people are reblogging it on Tumblr. So yeah, there's, oh, and I guess Blue Sky. But yeah, it's mostly just Tumblr, and then some examples of like things about encephalization, which is a real thing. But somebody Googled it, and they got an AI overview. And I have AI overviews turned off, so I don't know if it would have popped up in my last search there, but yeah. Somebody Googled it. I assume because, you know, they wanted to look up if the theory was real. They just wanted to see what popped up on Google. In any case, they get the AI overview. And the AI overview says, parasitic encephalization refers to the theoretical concept that the human nervous system, particularly the brain, might be viewed as a parasitic structure within the body, potentially making more resources than it provides, taking more resources. Some proponents of this theory suggest that the brain's high metabolic demands for around 30%. It's straight up taken my post, like word for word, and rephrased it. Because that's what AI does. It can't have an original thought. It just rephrases things. So it uses this. You can see this little pop-up here. That's the sources it supposedly used. And that's my profile pic there. I know that's my Tumblr. So, yeah. I tricked Google's AI, and it fucking sucks. It sucks that that is happening. Apparently, some other people tested it with some other concepts, and they got another AI overview thing for bloodbark trees, claiming that they were a real thing, and then like they would just mix it up with like another real tree, but they used my text as a real source for this made up tree, and then just mix it with like other trees that have like red sap, but it is a good chunk of it was made up. And it said, it did mention my name, but it said like this tree has been represented in art by artists like Eduardo Valdés-hevia, which, like, yeah, I represented it. I also made it up. Like, it's completely made up. And Google's essentially claiming it's a real thing, right? And on the one hand, it's really funny, and it's funny to trick the AI like that. On the other hand, it sucks a little bit because one of the ways I had as an artist who plays a lot with things that are real and fake, my one of the best ways I had of catching people who maybe thought it was real for a little bit too long, because usually, you know, I'll have like, let's say on a tweet or on a post on Blue Sky, I'll have the actual text, and below it, I'll have something that literally like breaks you out of the illusion. Like, hey, check out more art, right? And so always make sure to do that. But, you know, there's still going to be people that maybe don't read the replies, and they'll just read the main post, or someone who sees like a screen cap of it somewhere else online, things like that. And they will be curious and be like, oh, what is this? What is this? Is this real? So they'll Google it, and Google will lead them, in most cases, either to one of my social media pages or to my website. So it's really easy to find the source. And if you get to my website, you're like, okay, this is not a website with like scientific facts. It has a copyright symbol. It's just telling you on the sidebar about like other art and collections, and support me on Patreon. So, you know, it's really easy to, after you've seen this, you snap out of the you know, thinking it might be real, and you're like, oh, this was art. Okay. So we've funneled like most people who might have like actually believed it for a bit too long. We've funneled them back into like, oh, okay, that's not real, that's art. And that's how a lot of people, I would say a high percentage of people, discovers my art because they thought it was real for a second and they Googled it. So that's now with Google fucking AI overviews, you don't even get that. Now you get Google like tricking you into thinking it's real. If you only read this, right? If you scroll down, you'll find the source. But most people aren't going to do that. Most people, if you're just like, it's this passing curiosity, like, oh, is this real? You'll Google it. Google will tell you, yeah, it's a theory. And like, oh, okay. And you won't look into it any further. Most people will end their search there. So it's kind of fucked up because it's it's turning my art unintentionally into misinformation. So yeah, it's been a fun few days talking about that and posting about it. It got a lot of attention when I talked about it on social media as well. So at least, hey, turning lemons into lemonade. We took this and this bad thing or this weird thing that happened, and a lot more people saw my art thanks to it. So lemonade, but still. And first of all, before I keep yapping, Afers, Jakov, Callie, Hit Ugly Souls, thank you guys for the follows. Great name. Hello, welcome. Where are y'all coming from? I'm so curious. We got so many new folks today. I swear one day you'll see my face, but somebody needs to pay a bunch of points to unJPEG me. So, all this lead up is just to tell you that today we're gonna make up a concept that the goal is that when you Google it, Google will create one of these AI overviews of it that makes it look like a fool. I have a basic idea of something I want to do, but I want you guys to help me out with the concept, name, and the image, because I do want to attach an image. I do want to make some art, and like, not only because the Google AI things can like have images within them, like they can, next to the AI thing, sometimes you'll get like a featured image or something. So maybe we can get it into that screenshot, which would be really funny. Or maybe we can, at least, like at the very least, if we got something with an attention calling image, the posts that I make about it will get more popular, and that will hopefully like make it a lot more easily searchable and usable by Google as a sort of source. So yeah, that is the goal. Came from Blue Sky. Well, welcome from Blue Sky. And Fyodor's index finger, thank you for the follow as well. Don't be fooled, this is a real face. No, I don't look like this in real life. Don't believe their lies. Yes, so we gotta make up a concept that is completely new. So we are the only source. It's basically what we want. Maybe I'm kind of using this as a base. Parasitic encephalization theory. The encephalization theory is a real thing. So we've used something that has like a base of reality and attached something that a completely new term to it that essentially just makes the search on Google for it like completely new. So you'll always be on top. So that's what we want. We want something with a fresh term, but ideally something that calls back to like a real phenomenon, maybe. El Cuco, thank you for the follow. Oh my god, so many new folks. Hi, y'all. So yeah, I got an idea, right? And something I want to do is, it's not just because I could just do this with any old regular concept of mine. Blood bark trees, for example, since we're talking about them, and cephalization theory, right? These are just normal art things of mine. Cryptid.
32 months.
32 months. Thank you so much, Cryptid. So it can't. I'm not gonna do a concept that would be like standard in my art. I want to do something that specifically makes the AI that parrots it look like a fool. So something AI related. We want it to talk shit about itself, essentially. I've gone through a few concepts. I asked people for ideas, and my base concepts that I think we should go with is basically a term for an AI that has gorged itself on misinformation so much, like it's consumed so much misinformation that it's just like starts generating like horrible things. Something like that. So making up a term for something like that, and then making an image of like maybe something fucked up that this AI created. We're not going to use AI, but we're going to pretend it's an AI generated image. Since I guess a lot of people already accuse my work of being AI, I guess we can use that for once in my life. Use that in my favor. You're drawing upon your stores of incredibly obscure information from Wikipedia deep dives. My man. I love that. Yes, that's exactly what I do too. The person who replied with a Google EAM speech, yeah. Very good. Our concept I talked about it is spam message bots make their own language and system. Maybe that might be too hard to explain as like a small thing. Speaking of AI related things, a 3D VTuber model I comes from a friend has the all I got was this fucking hand shirt. Oh, I love that. That's absolutely okay, Cryptid. Go for it. There's a huge risk your term is going to become real and used by the AI bro community. That would be even funnier, because that means they just straight up believe misinformation. The Val AI trolling word appears on the news. No, that would be so funny. Like, okay, I generally don't want to spread misinformation, but in this specific case, if it tricks, like, we're tailoring something specifically to trick an AI, and if it also tricks an AI bro, that is a casualty I'm willing to accept. It's gonna be part of the spectacle. You have 847 inactive tabs. Oh yeah. I do that with YouTube videos about weird animals. Favorite video game? I have a really tough time choosing favorites. But for video games, it's probably Outer Wilds. I don't think there's anything quite like it. Most ethical use of AI. Cyberphage, cannibalizing, yes. I thought about a word like engorging might be good as well. So, kind of, I'm imagining a post right now where it's like, AI engorgement theory or something like that. We don't have to call it a theory, but we need to make up a specific, very Googleable name. AI engorgement theory refers to an artificial intelligence product that has ingested so much misinformation in its data sets that its information becomes corrupted, and it twists its logic in some way. Something like that. And then we can have like generating images such as this, and just, you know, we give it like a regular prompt, and it just gives you this really creepy image because it's been engorged in misinformation. So now it like completely misunderstands the world or something like that. Have you heard of the recently discovered phylogenetic group called the Obelisk? The Obelisk? What? No? I've not heard of that. AI auto cannibalization events. I like auto cannibal. That's a difficult one to pronounce. Auto cannibalization, right? Yeah. Two N's, yes. I'm noting down ideas. Micah Huela, thank you for the follow. Melly Rich, thank you for the follow. Where's everybody coming from? It's wild how many new people we got today. It's because of my beautiful visage. It's because I look so cute today with my filter. Marilyn fake name, welcome. Don't I look great? Ouroboros is good. Autophagy, I don't know how to say that. But that's good as well. Fyodor, tell me about the obelisk. Want to know? Maybe it scrapes so much from different sources it contradicts itself in some HR gig or abomination. I think exactly that's where we're going. Yes. AI cannibalizing itself is very real. Yes, there's something called that's been called Habsburg AI, or model collapse is a technical term for it, which is if you train an AI on AI generated content, be it text, images, etc. It essentially starts degrading until like a few generations in, like training on its own content, it just becomes nonsense. It stops working completely, which is why these AI companies are running out of content, because they have a really hard time scraping anything that's post like 2023, because the internet post 2023 is full of AI generated bullshit. So they're going to ingest like a good percentage of its own shit essentially in the training set for further generations, which essentially just degrades the output. At least there's the theory behind it. Not that it's going to get much better. Like AI has plateaued very, very clearly over the past like year or so. If you remember at the start, it was just full of constant like every new like AI product, every new program would just be like miles better than the previous one. Nowadays, you barely see the difference. So yeah, Habsburg AI is definitely a real thing. So yeah, we don't want to like we can definitely draw on that as a sort of source, so that the Google AI. I think if Google's AI has a single source, it probably won't do the AI overview. It needs probably at least a couple. So the point is to do something that at least has some relation to a previous concept, so that the overview can pull from there too. So yeah, pulling on model collapse, which is a technical term, is definitely going to help there. So if we look for model collapse, yeah, Wikipedia article about it. Phenomenon which machine learning models gradually degrade due to errors coming from uncurated training on the outputs of another model. Basically that. But we don't get an overview. Oh, I guess I do have them turned off, right? I think I do. Hold on. Yeah, it's on. Hold on. Okay, but no, I don't get an overview on this one. It might depend on the person and the specific how Google is filling that moment, if you get an overview or not. I don't know exactly what triggers it. Samsara events. I like Samsara. Stuck in the cycle. If you look up obelisk phylogeny. Oh, shit. It's mine. Microscopic genetic elements. Thyroid-like element. I'll gotta read about this later. Sounds interesting. Oh, word in Spanish. What should we do? And something. I was trying to think of AI related terms, but I don't know that many. Guess I wonder if like there's a Spanish term for AI slop. I would have to look that up because I know AI slop has a Wikipedia article. Yes. If you didn't know, by the way, AI slop has a Wikipedia article. And this shrimp Jesus. Often simply slop. I love that it's a term like this. Yeah, damn, it is also called slop in Spanish. Jesus, in Spanish Wikipedia. But we still get shrimp cheese. But I guess it is. We get our terms in Spanish here. Slop would translate to desperdicio alimenticio. It rhymes. Anyway, that's AI slop. So yeah, we definitely want to draw on those terms. I shrimply believe. We want to draw on this pre-existing context to basically create a new term that hasn't been Googled yet. So we'll definitely, whatever term we go for, we'll Google it, see if anything already pops up, and seeing like, okay, is this suitable or is it too close to another existing term, that sort of thing. Just start a cult around shrimp Jesus. I think that's just called Facebook. Spider Danny, thank you for the follow. Don't touch, exactly, don't touch the part. Don't touch this area of the screen. You might get JPEG disease. I'm already getting it. It's too late for me. But save yourselves. The Heaven's Gate Cold website. I've seen that, yeah. Anyway. I think something like AI engorgement, like specifically making this fake concept that is meant to trick Google or Google's AI, making it about an AI that has absorbed too much misinformation is, I think it's the way to go, right? Because we want to specifically poke fun at it in that way. So yeah, something like AI engorgement or something like that. But now we need to figure out an image. I think we just make something really weird and fucked up looking. And then we just claim it's like the AI generated this when asked for, you know, a cute kitty. Something like that. Something with an OMA suffix, like a digital cancer. That's fun. Something about overconsumption and greed, yes. Like the snake eating its own tail. Talking about snakes. Well, first of all, you guys know snakes aren't real, right? Do I have to? We got some new folks. We got some new folks. You guys. I gotta teach you about snakes. Snakes are nothing more than a photographic trick. They're nothing more than a camera artifact. That happens when these little guys run really fast past the camera. If you've ever seen a snake in a zoo, I'm sorry to tell you that's an animatronic. Snakes aren't real, folks. And to help drive that fact home, we got new emotes. Look at it. Look at it go. It's a snake. It's a fake snake. And and Kobold right here made it. But if you see a snake in the wilds, sometimes they put animatronics in the wilds to trick people. But you might have just seen it run really fast past you, and your eyes tricking you into thinking it's a long thing. That happens. So yeah, I'm really happy with this emote. We got some banger animated emotes. I love these three. It only slept inside the earth. That's when it charges. Somnitaire, thank you for the follow. Can you draw a snake into the background of one of your pieces? Absolutely. Yeah, we call this little guy the snake. Loab could be some inspiration for the image. Oh, I remember that shitty creepypasta. So a few years ago, and this was when the image generators were pretty new. Someone made a thread on Twitter saying that there was this weird lady that kept popping up in their AI generated images, and they called it Loab because I think it appeared with those letters at some points. And they try to present it as this like this scary thing in the AI. Ooh, and it was just like some lady. It's not scary. Some people believed it a bit too much though, and thought that Loab was like haunting the AI or something. Not Bob, thank you for the follow. 100% drawing snake fan art tomorrow. Yes! Please, if you make any fan art, please send it to me. Put it on the Discord. Because I put it, if we go to the, hold on, to the starting soon screen, you'll see the fan art zone there. There's a bunch of fan art that rotates through it. So that'll go, it'll go in there. Ah. Anyway, now we just need to figure out the image. And that's where I'm having more trouble like thinking of a specific thing, because I feel like it just has to be some weird I don't know, creepy, meaty, horrible thing. Something that just looks very strange and sort of creepy. But I don't think it has to make a lot of sense. is an artifact created when using negative modifiers for inanimate objects. It creates a middle-aged white woman. The scariest horror creature of all, middle-aged white woman. What do you think of Mystery Flash Pit? I love it. A few years ago, we had Trevor Roberts who made it on the stream. That was a fun one. A vague meat obelisk. Yes, I dig that. Meat obelisk. Okay. Here's an idea. For the example of this engorged AI, I think we can just say like, oh, there's an image for which the prompt was a cute cat. Maybe we get a picture of Bean. And in the background, we put something very weird. Do you guys remember this face does not exist? I think it's still around. This person does not exist, I'm sorry. Yes, it's still around, okay. So, this person does not exist. You might have seen this used for a lot of like fake spam accounts. They use like this sort of headshot. It's one of the earlier image generating AIs, and it only generates faces. So it was really good for its time because it only does one thing. If you reload this image, and you can reload this like pretty much endlessly, every second or so there's a new one generated. But it generates people that look pretty good at a glance. So if you just crop this into a profile picture, you can put it on social media and claim that's a guy. But when you look at the details, you can clearly tell, like, especially the clothes, things like earrings, glasses, etc. The eyes are always lifeless, but the funniest thing is when there's like a second person. Oh, look at this line here. I think it was like the beginning of some glasses. When there's a second person that pops up, let me get Bean out of the way. It looks like a weird homunculus. And I'm gonna reload. Let's see if we find more like it. This guy looks like he's 5 and 40 at the same time. Okay, let me see if I can get one with a creepy second person. So we had one that had kind of one, but they get really creepy sometimes. Some of these are already creepy on their own, to be honest. A lot of people were fooled by these, especially in the beginning, because honestly, at a glance, it looks pretty okay, and I feel like people have seen a lot more AI generated images nowadays, so you can see those artifacts a lot faster and just get that AI generated vibe to them. Oh, there it is. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Weird homunculi that appear on the sides of images. The eyes are in the exact same place. They look like Mark Zuckerberg. Sometimes they do. I think it's that slightly inhuman quality. This website is terrifying. Me and my beautiful daughter Lump. She has every disease. This cat does not exist. Wait, there's a diskette. This cat does not exist? Okay. Oh, not found? Hold on. Oh, these cats. Oh, it's a bunch of them. Oh god. What's going on here? Oh no. Oh lord. Oh no. Uh, it's really funny. These early AI sort of experiments had a lot more character and were more fun than all the new ones that just try to generate pristine images. I really liked an old one called Gan Breeder, and you could just like take different concepts like, I don't know, spider and burger, and say like generate something that is like 50% spider, 50% burger. It would just generate like horrible hallucinations that had some spider and some burger qualities. And I think that was the peak of AI. It's been downhill from there. There were also like these tiny models. Like the models that generate things like these are tiny compared to the ocean boiling ones that people use nowadays. So you don't even feel bad using them. And they didn't steal quite that many images. Oh yeah, what's that on the bottom left corner? I got JPEGs, and I'm stuck in this JPEG in this JPEG uh, purgatory until someone pays 25,000 points to unJPEG me, which I think very few people have that power. So if anybody wants to see my clear face, yeah, 25,000 points to pay. Super contagious. Yes, don't touch the screen. Hey, Michi. So yeah, these super old, and they feel super old because they're so different from the newer ones, but they're not that old really. But these old AI generators were a lot more interesting because they would just create horrible amalgams. A lot less harmful. Like run, they don't waste like a bottle of water per prompt you run or something. I think it's something like that for the newer ones, and waste a bunch of money. And they don't have data sets that are quite as bad. I think a lot of the early ones only used like publicly, like public domain and Creative Commons types images. That was like the first data sets were basically gotten from there. But I'm not quite sure of how the first data sets were made, so don't quote me 100% on that. But it is still way more ethical than all the new ones.
It is a bunch of that kind of thing.
This X does not exist. Oh, here we go. This rental does not exist. Sunny Harbor. Oh, it's created a whole ad. Oh no. Oh, that's what? Oh, it just gives me different images. So I guess we can't just open a new tab. This one's horrifying. Oh god. What is going on? These are just like vaguely house-shaped things with like vaguely furniture-shaped things inside. This house has 3 king-size beds. The sofas blend in with the wall. Yeah, a lot of these use like Unsplash and like free stock picture sites as training sets. You could make a JPEG compression inspired sculpture. Do you do sculptures, Fyodor? I'd love to see that. Perfect for me and my 19,000 husbands, of course. Yeah, oh, that's so creepy. I don't know why this image, hold on the left feels so creepy. It's like there's a view outside, but it looks like a curtain. It doesn't quite look like an actual view. So it just feels like those like liminal space images. Also, I love the red furniture here, whatever that is. I'll just call that the furniture. You'll make for some wonderful backroom type spaces. Absolutely, yeah. Blue void, yes. Right, this was fun. Like, this was just weird experiments that were online, and somehow it turned into a fucking awful plagiarism machine and a very stupid economic bubble that I'm still waiting for it to burst. It has all the signs of bursting. Like, I think the only venture capital money that still exists in the market is all going towards OpenAI. That's like the only company that venture capital is invested in right now, pretty much. And OpenAI is doing nothing. Like, it keeps promising that they're about to like reach what's like super intelligence type deal, but it is very clear they aren't. I feel like reality unraveling, they do. Yeah, I love the rental ones because they're especially broken. Oh lord, Kristen and Olivia who sell this, they have this bloodied face and let me zoom into that. Oh no! Oh no! Kristen! What happened to you? The black holes are eating your face. That's actually a good prompt, a black hole that eats your face. I kind of already did that with pupillosarcoma, but... Face-eating black holes. Noting that down. Let's see if something comes out of it in a few years' time. Am I just convinced another streamer friend to play Bloodbark just now? Hell yeah. Everyone should play Bloodbark. There's no actual use for generative AI. Right? It was fun when nobody was pretending this had a use. It's like, oh, let me make a fake website for weird apartment listings. Whoa, okay. Going fancy with it in this one. I see. They feel like hotel rooms. Yeah, so many of these are just hotel rooms. Oh yes, the dining room with the table. AI engorgement causes image generators to regress to this era of AI. We could definitely like pull something from that. Oh, we got a homunculus for free too. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Look at this homunculus in the back. Thank you, Antoine. Please buy my house. I have been in the wars and I got the disease that eats my face. Lost my 3 husbands and my boyfriend. Fucked up flesh creature. Looks like a question mark. It's a mystery flesh creature. Yeah, Antoine looks really confused. Getting so distracted looking at these, but it's like a train wreck you can't stop looking away from. Look at this. Oh my god. What a kitchen. Yes. Going to the kitchen to use the appliance to make breakfast. My flesh pillows. And my other very small pillow with black mold on it. I keep in my bed. I just love to just hug it during the night. Get that fresh smell of black mold. The chairs. Yeah, this is insane. I love it. We've been getting so distracted. Here's my thought. We get a... Oh, okay, I got an idea for our specific image. We get an image, maybe of Bean, and we say like, oh, this was... The AI was asked for an image of a cute cat. And we draw this like fucked up meat obelisk in the back. And say like, oh, the AI keeps generating these weird artifacts every time because it's been engorged. And toggles the camera selection. You can see it on here. It's back, yeah, it's back. I'm afraid you're gonna have to pay a lot more points if you want to un-JPEG me. Black mold is of deep cultural importance to the turf community. Oh my god. Shout out to the black mold in J.K. Rowling's house. She's kept alive by the mold. She's basically like 70% mold by weight right now. Mech suit for the mold, yes. Most scared you've ever been? That's a tough one. Never been scared. Never. We heard of generative AI trying to breach containment. I feel like that's like very overstated. Like that's obviously that's my feelings on it. I'm not an AI researcher, but every so often they'll publish something like, oh yeah, we gave ChatGPT this amount of money and resources, and it tried to escape. And I feel like it's just telling the researcher it wants to escape because there are so many like stories about AI escaping that it has that in its training data. It's not like trying to escape because it just generates the next word in a row. So I don't think it's able to escape or do much for that matter. But there's always like, every time something like that gets published, there's a bunch of articles like, oh my god, it's trying to escape. Jenna, welcome folks. I am JPEG'd. I'm very sorry. The chat paid like 50,000 points to make my face like this, and now I can't undo it until somebody pays 25,000 points. So that's me right now. So if you're new here, you'll see my face someday. You'll have to follow if you want to see my face in the future stream, I guess. I look awesome. Thank you. Thank you. How are you going? How are you doing, Jenna? You've been playing Blueprints. Tell me how you're liking it so far. I've tried not to watch too much of it because it's a game I feel like I like very much, so I didn't want to get spoiled on any surprises. I know barely anything about it except that I'll probably like it. Val's new thing is getting pegged on stream. That's just what I look like, yeah. Rolled credits. It's a lot. You should just chop in. I should. So yeah, welcome folks. Tonight's stream, we're gonna make a Photoshop edit to trick Google's AI. And I'm gonna explain the context, because it's a fun one. So, last week, or 4 days ago, I should say, I put this one up on the internet. And Kikikwa, thank you for the follow. I put this up on the internet. It's an image of a brain escaping someone's body as they die. And I put it up with this text, which is also made up, obviously. The fringe parasitic encephalization theory claims our nervous system is a parasite that took over the body of the earliest vertebrate ancestor. It captures 20% of the body's resources while staying separate from the blood and being considered unique by the immune system. While very few defend this theory, one fact supports it. If the body dies while the skull is open, the brain and spinal cord sometimes detach and briefly flail outside, in what could perhaps be an ancient host-seeking reflex. Basically, you know, if you die and if your meat suit dies and you, aka the parasite, because we are the parasites in this story, and you are like able to get out, you'll try to get out and find a new host and like some sort of reflex. You consciously probably don't understand what's going on. You know, the brain quickly dies because it has no blood to feed it, but it's some sort of like weird reflex that's been kept from that very early parasite ancestor. You saw it on Tumblr? That was me. Guilty. Jenna's going to be some panels in PAX East this week. I saw that. That's really exciting. Are they going to be recorded, Jenna? Because I'd love to give them a watch. Yes, we got a new emote. It's the snake, the fake snake. Maybe live stream, maybe recorded. Hell yeah! I'll try to get my hands on it. Not consistently. I'll post links if they are. Thank you. That would be great. Yes. Backup Stardust. Thank you for the follow. Anyway, yeah, I posted this online, and it did really well on Tumblr. So much so that it got listed on Google as the first results. What happened is somebody probably unfamiliar with my work saw this and they weren't like, oh, is that a real theory? That sounds interesting, right? So they just took this and Googled it. And what popped up? The fucking AI overview that Google loves to shove down everyone's throats. Well, it popped up, and what does it say? It claims it's real. It uses me as a source. You might recognize it as my profile pic. It uses this Tumblr post as a verifiable source for this made-up theory that I created. And it says, remember the text here. It says, parasitic encephalization refers to the theoretical concept that a human nervous system, particularly the brain, might be viewed as a parasitic structure within the body, potentially taking more resources than it provides. Some proponents of this theory suggest that the brain's high metabolic demands around 20% of the body's energy, yada, 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 and its isolation from the blood supply. It's straight up saying exactly what I said here, just like slightly reworded. Mojito, thanks for the follow. And claiming it's a real thing. So they sent me this on Tumblr, and you know, you might have seen this online on my social media because I talked about it on Blue Sky and stuff as well. But yeah, it kind of sucks. On the one hand, it's really funny, and can't deny that it's like ironically funny that Google would believe my made-up theory. On the other hand, it kind of sucks because if you're familiar with my art, I do a lot of these sort of things, right? Like made up animals, made up diseases, made up theories, made up like a lot of things like that. And usually, like since I always have like a term you can Google, like the species name or like, you know, in this case, like the name of the theory, for people who read it, aren't familiar with my work and get confused or maybe think it's real a little bit too much, they'll often just Google it, which is like, it's the right thing to do. Like, oh, I don't know if this is real. Let me Google it, trying to get a source. And when you Google it, you'll land back either on my social media or on my website. Oh, it's connected. Okay, chat, let me know. Hi. Yes, am I back? We're back. Okay, good. The JPEG went away because I have an automatic thing that if the stream goes down, like when I start stream, it resets everything to 0. So the JPEG is gone, but you can see me clearly now. I guess I can say hi with my full face. Hi everybody. Google hacking the stream to silence. Wow, I have no idea what happened. The JPEG is coming back. we got saved by the crash, but I guess not for long. But yeah, I don't know what happened. OBS just crashed randomly, and when I first reopened it and said start stream, it said wrong stream key. Oh my god. Level 3 JPEG. So it said like wrong stream key, like it didn't let me restart, and I panicked for a second thinking I was banned, because one time I got banned from Twitch for showing a picture of a shoulder. Yes, a shoulder from the back, and you know, an AI thought it was genitalia. So I really thought I was banned for a sec, but then I just changed like the Twitch, like the server, and it let me go back up. Banned from being too pixelated, for real. So I'm glad I could restart the stream. I was really scared for a second. Oh, and bean cam is off. Yeah, there it is. So I'm glad I was able to quickly bring the stream back up. Recovered from JPEG disease. Not for long, not for long. Your stuff inspired me to make similar things. I don't know how to start. Do you need Photoshop? Do you think it just being Ibis Paint? I'm not familiar with Ibis Paint. You need to write down your ideas in Notes app first. Yeah, I recommend having like a Notes app of some sort. I use a Microsoft To Do because it's the one I use for like groceries and stuff, since you can share lists. I also have like a bunch of lists on there with just ideas, and it's nice because you can just reorder them and have like sub lists and stuff. Yeah, Photoshop, you can get it online. I can't tell you how, but there are ways. If you don't like Photoshop, if you don't like Adobe, I recommend using Affinity Photo, single payments, and it's really similar to Photoshop. It doesn't have all the features, but it does have a lot of the features, and it does have some stuff that is different from Photoshop, and in some cases better. So yeah, I would see Affinity being like the strongest Photoshop competitor, and like essentially like you can substitute it for Photoshop in like a year or two if they keep going at this rate. So Affinity is a good choice. Otherwise, there are ways to get Photoshop. You know that. It's useful but not required, exactly like C4 says. Most people think that T stands for the. Jenna the Steeler. I love that. Anyway, glad the stream is back. I was scared for a minute. Oh, my spores are clean. Thank you. Let's make an image, shall we? We got the concepts, or I guess I was explaining to the raiders what we had, what happened here. So right, Google thought this was a real thing, and it used me as a source to claim it's a real thing. And the JPEG didn't take long to come back. So I figured it would be really funny if we now specifically try to trick the AI with a concept that is meant to essentially mock it, a concept that, like this, is likely to get picked up by by Google's AI overview thing. And hopefully, if we get that to work, we get a screenshot like this of a Google AI overview that says, essentially, you know, a made-up concept that's poking fun at AI specifically. So the way the concept we landed on is something we can call like AI engorgement, or AI maybe self-cannibalization or something like that. That essentially means that if an AI ingests too much misinformation, it basically gets corrupted in a way that uh, you know, every prompt you give it from then just gets messed up and corrupted in some way. So we explain that concept. We make a post to explain that concept and give it like an image or a couple images to essentially like help it get traction, help it get popular enough that the AI itself will get tricked by it. I don't like that phrasing. It has to be a completely new word. Engorgement is fun. Like it ate too much. But yeah, we got a few different concepts we could use: auto cannibalization, Ouroboros, autophagy, stuff like that. But yeah, that's the basic concept. And what I'm thinking of doing is have the basically in the text itself, it would say something like, "Oh, and this weird corrupted AI, this is what it generates in terms of images when you give it this prompt, and you give it like a very normal prompt, like a cute cat, and it just generates a cat, but in the background there's this horrible like meat obelisk, and it appears in the background of everything it generates. It's like corrupted in some weird way." That's the gist of it. We're not going to use AI at all to make this. So we got to take our normal picture, make it look AI generated. I think something we can use, which is like on the more ethical side of AI, so I don't mind using that, is AI upscaling. So we export the image as a pretty small JPEG, and then we drop it in an AI upscaling thing that will essentially just give it a bunch of made up detail that makes it like makes people clock it as AI. It would also be really funny if we poison it later. Like we bring it through Nightshade so that the image itself is poisonous, despite being like supposedly AI. So that's the gist of it. Weird AI obelisk in the background. So, you can jump into Photoshop. There it is. Got a fresh new document. And I'm just going to save this as per funny AI trick. I did see the AI poison for music scrapers. That's a lot of fun. Okay, should we use a bean picture? I got so many bean pictures on my phone that it could definitely be used. That said, for people who know Bean, which is most of y'all, it would make it very clear that it's not an AI image, but... Noelle Stan, thank you for the follow. Oh my god, hold on. Spacey sent this to the Discord. This was such a scary image. Why do I look like that? Oh god. It's very good. Okay, so in case you don't know, on the Discord, which for the new folks, you can join here it's a general Discord for horror artists and people who enjoy horror arts. But it also has a channel that's just for my streams and stuff. So on the Discord, we get I have a secret channel called Holy Church of Bean, where only people who've drawn or created some kind of Bean fan art can join. So if you want to join, you know what to do. And I post a lot of special Bean pictures there. So, I'm wondering if I can use any of them to create this AI generated looking thing. I want one that has like a decent amount of background, so it's not a close-up of Bean, which most of them are close-ups of Bean. Hi Bean, we're talking about you. There's one option. And it has a pretty, just like Bean on the bed. So we can definitely like put something in the background here, for example. You're too much of a perfectionist. Don't be a perfectionist. Bean appreciates any art at any level. Do you have a favorite picture of Bean? That's impossible to choose. Every picture of Bean is my favorite. Isn't that right, little man? Kiss? Thank you. Does it actually look like AI for some reason? It does? Well, I guess it's a good start then. Draw Bean in the shape of a bean. Yes. Yeah. If you get any Bean fan art, send it to the Discord, to the channel called Val's Operating Room. That's where we post all the stream shenanigans. That's where we contain them. So yeah, post it there, and that way I will see it, and you'll gain entrance to the Holy Church of Bean. Draw Terry Burger. Yes. Did pet portraits of the shelter you used for. Sometimes you love recreating a fave pic. I mean, I could send you hundreds of Bean pictures. This one's good. Just holding my hand and screaming, and sometimes that's all we need. Sometimes that's all we need. Leo says my card started watching the stream when Val pulled the Bean picture. Yes! Kitty to kitty communication. Look, Bean. Hold on. Bean. Look, up here. Look up here. Yes! Bean. Cal regretting username, thank you for the follow. Bean, they're watching you. Watch back. He's so sleepy. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Oh, big yawn. Hold on, can I leave this here? It's just a little off center. There we go. Oh, it's good enough. Oh. What? Are you gonna get up, Bean? You gonna get up? It's Bean stream. It's always Bean stream. Oh. You gotta show your full asshole on camera? Okay, not that much. Hello, Bean. The most beautiful boy in the world. That's how Sammy's like Bean? Yes! More beans. His influence spreads. Kiss? Yeah. Oh, the kisser. Oh, he's purring right now. Bean, we're looking at images of you. And video of you. You're so important. Everybody watches you. He is made of love. He's the baby of all time. My work table all tidy. Not that tidy. Oh, oh, oh. Go. Hold your ass. There you go. Just did a slow climb. He's so sleepy. Hello, Bean. Okay. You keep working. Anyway, I think this could be a good one for a prompt of cute cats. It feels like it probably needs to be a little smoother to make it feel more AI generated. I got an idea. I'm gonna hit select subject. It's gonna get us a selection of Bean, hopefully. Yes, that's pretty good. And I'm gonna create a group and put that as a layer mask for the group. I'm gonna try out a thing. You know how AI images have like weird light sources? Everything has a rim lights. Like not always, but things tend to have just like a random rim light that comes from nowhere. Dinosaur fruit salad, welcome. He is so sweet. How do you maneuver through Discord? It's just like a group chat made out of a bunch of group chats. The channel you're looking for is called Vile's Operating Room. You guys know what I mean? The senseless like light sources. Everything has like a light hitting it from the back, this sort of rim light thing. So I'm trying to make this image like more uncanny, essentially. Oh, good Bean. We love you, Bean. Weird areas in and out of focus is a good call, yes. Oh, actually, I got something that'll help with that. There's a specific filter you can do in Photoshop, and it's still kind of a beta and a little bit can be a little wonky filter that selects things that are in and out of focus, or tries to guess what's in focus and out of focus, and adds blur in the out of focus areas. Oh, good Bean. Chat. He's been a good boy, right? He's been a good boy, right? Does Bean deserve a treat? Look at his face. Look at his face right now. Bean, look at chat. Does he deserve a treat? Okay, we're gonna give him a treat, but we're gonna get the mic really close to him, and I want you guys to hear the crunch. We're hoping for a good crunch right now, so much so that I'm turning off every filter, every noise filter. You can hear my computer whir probably. And Bean is getting, calm down, Bean. I know you're excited. Oh yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Whoa, you nearly let it fall. But you caught it. You caught it. Good crunch, boy. Good job. That was a good crunch. Thank you, Bean. Eric, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, folks. We are tricking AI today. Or we're attempting to create a concept that will hopefully trick an AI. We'll see. It's still very very experimental. We'll see if it actually works. Okay. I think soft light does the best job here, but we might need another. Okay, so we've made the light make no sense, which should hopefully help. Dinosaur and Andromeda. Thank you guys for the follows. Or Andromedus, sorry. We were attempting to trick AI until we remember Bean was a big deal of the show. We're gonna have Bean trick the AI, combining both concepts. Some horror crossplay photos. Nice. Okay, anything else that we can use to make it feel more like AI? Should we maybe select the background out and change it to something different that just feels kind of out of place? Okay, let me see if I can get a selection of the background. Pretty good, pretty good. I mean, not great on the cat side, but we can make it better using the other one. There we go. Random wall arts. Maybe like a field of flowers. Flower fields. I will need to fix up the background a bit. Just make it a bit more nonsense, make less sense. What do you think, Bean? Oh yeah. And let's give it a, what is it? Lens blur. Okay, this gives us the type of blur that AI loves to do. It loves to lens blur things in the background, and it's often a little bit like inconsistent in the lens blur. Like there are some things that won't be blurred. Starting to be more like it. What do you think, Bean? Do you agree? Gil? Yeah, of course, Bill. You can. There's a channel for arts, so you can just upload your art there. Okay, the edges here are a little bit wonky. But maybe if I just feather them and shift, that is a little better. I gotta make sure not to like try to do too much here because I'm gonna export this as a pretty low quality image and then blow it up to a larger size using AI upscaling. That way it will look like AI. It'll have those artifacts. What do you think, Bean? I'll have to look up if there's any like free AI upscaling things, but cheesy good morning pictures of Grandma sends you on Facebook. Yes, exactly the vibe. Okay, so we're gonna do this picture, and we're gonna take it. Let's have the same blur, right? Lens blur. Oh, not to this. So with less radius, hit OK. And just gives us like this version of the image. Which I'm just gonna show on the back and in the forefront. We'll give it this like fake blurring effects. And then we gotta go to this and maybe use the blur tool on the edge. No, that's too little. I'll just go with the brush. B, you're so chill up here, aren't you? Tontito, hello, welcome. Okay. Don't know if I maybe a blue photo filter. Okay. So we have an image that we've edited to make it feel more just uncanny and AI generated. And we're gonna add a weird meat thing in the background. What do you think, Bean? You finding weird meat things? Hopefully. You're about to share a space with one. Yeah. That's right. Okay. Let's see what I got. My resources folder. I got my famous meat and organs folder. Hell yeah. Let's drop in some organs. Oh yeah, I got a few ones from Adobe stock because I had to get like a regular image from Adobe stock, not from the free ones for a thing. So I got like a trial that lets you have like 10 free images just to get that one. So I got the free one, and you know, it was a 1-month trial thing. So I spent my 9 remaining images trying to find like really good pictures of organs, which Adobe stock had. So there we go. I got a few new organs for the pile. So how about strange organ pile? Bean is so concentrated looking at it. Are you seeing yourself, Bean? That's you. Oh, good night, Fyodor. Look, Bean. It's you. Yeah. Yeah, it is. So sweet. So I got a few different organ piles that could be used here. And I think it's just going to be like a general formless meat thing. Gonna take 2 like this. I'm gonna fuse them into something that makes less sense. It's so funny that Germa played Bloodbark. I have some friends that are really big fans of Germa that are gonna freak out. Okay, so I'm mixing these two together to essentially remove the distinction between different organs. And just make it a more general pile of goop. We love a good pile of goop, don't we? Don't we, chat? Yeah. What you moving around for? Could also be on here. I'm still not sure. Might be better in the room. This makes it slightly more eerie. What do you think, chat? Random field or room for our meat pile? What is that? What is it? What? Random field feels more like AI. True, but it also feels more creepy this way. Room is better. Oh, it's just normal light. Okay. Pile of meat in a room is undeniably weird imagery. Maybe it just goes off the corner like that. And the funny thing is that this meat pile already kind of has the lighting of that AI images tend to use with the rim lights and everything. So that's very nice. Your cat is here, Spooky? Hold on, hold on. Look, Bean. The cat is watching you. Maybe even several cats. How do you feel about that? Bean is making friends without even knowing. For fan art, we posted in operating room. If you just saw on art, posted in art dungeon. Yes. Any more other specific groups? I mean, there are other like art related channels. There's one for feedback. There's one Hall of Muses where you share your like not your art, but art that other people made for inspiration. Soup looked at the screen and meowed. Bean, you made a friend. Soup to Bean communication. Oh my god, together they're Bean Soup. And they say indoor cats don't socialize. They don't know about Bean. Okay, I'm gonna hit this with a lens blur, of course. That's too much lens blur, I think. Yeah. Blur, lens blur. Maybe 30 something. It kind of creates a white edge around things. So let me just like shift that inwards and feather. That's better. Hi, Bean. When you upload art on Discord, are you able to give individual images their own description? Yeah, if you just like upload image per image and just writes text in the middle. Whoop. Works like a group chat. So you can send images with text, without text, or just like send an image, then write text. That's how it works. You wanna go, Bean? Up. Oh, bean cam. Oh, the other bean cam. Boom. Back to bed with him. Thank you for the follow, Godzilla Premium. Hey, look at that. Great timing. King of the Monsters. You can upload anything you want, Bill. I'm not your boss. Okay, I'm gonna remove the photo filter since we're not doing that field image. Okay, the other image of Bean. Let's do. Okay, let's put it all together. Oh, I should sign this, by the way. I should sign this just in case people thought I really used AI, because some people will think that. So I'm gonna sign this right there in the background by doing this. Then another one.
I'm going to go attempt to sleep. Probably fail. Have a good time zone, everyone.
Good time zone, Welsh. Thank you so much for coming. Good luck with sleep. You got this. There we go. It's signed, just in case someone gets confused and thinks, this guy is doing AI. He broke his pact. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to make this image pretty creepy, but also give it sort of a weird color thing to make it a little bit more uncanny. I might crop it too, might make it 3, no, it's already 3 by 2. 4 by 5, just like crop a little from each side. Signatures are so creative. This was the easiest one. I just went for the easiest one in this case, but thank you. No grain, no grain. That's gonna mess with the upscaling, I bet. A bit of a, maybe a weird little color thingy. And oh, here's the lens blur I mentioned before. I wanted to try something like this. So it essentially decides or tries to guess what the depth of the picture is. So it can give you this visualization of what it thinks. Pretty decent, right? It thinks like, you know, black here is like the back. Whoa. What happened? What's happening to my... Huh. Huh. What's happening there? What? Google? Okay, it stopped. That was haunted for sure. Why did it do that? The JPEG won't save us. Might have power issues. I don't think so. I think it's related to this filter. Very interesting. Because okay, if you don't know the background, as you can see from the colors here, it picks up the image on screen, picks up like this area mostly, and lights up the LEDs in that pattern. So you can see it's white on the bottom, like here. Then we have like the yellows, that's the face. The red is kind of this area, and the blues above, right? And it's kind of darker there. So that's what it does. Again. Huh. It's definitely interesting. I want to know what's going on. It is, yeah. I'm being sabotaged. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the program that controls this, and I'm gonna go to settings. Okay, and if I go to visualization, show the video. Okay, I have like a visualization that I can see on my other screen. So I'm just gonna be looking at it, and if it glitches out again, let me see if like changing this. Oh, is it lagging again? Huh. Okay, that seems to be fine. I'm just changing like the focus range to see if it does anything. It's working all right. And here's what lens blur does. As you can see, it basically, we've already done this essentially, so it just does it a little more. It's not like the most interesting thing, but a little bit of it. Stream lags wherever you mess with it. I think it's like, oh, yeah, I think it's the reason why it's like messing with the screen capture, both on OBS. Yeah, it's lagging. It's both on OBS and on the LEDs, because they both are capturing the screen. So something about this filter is messing with the screen capture, which is very interesting. Okay, I'm just going to turn it off. fun stuff. Yeah, we got a ghost. We've been hunted. Oh, oh. I turned it off though. It's not showing anything on the visualizer I was talking about. Okay, I'm just gonna cancel this filter. Okay, everything seems fine. Is that there's something about this filter? Okay. Let me redo a bit of that. And we'll see if it... I'm not going to touch the lens blur, and we'll see if just like messing with the rest of it changes anything. So that's definitely a new thing. New bug just dropped. Yeah, it seems to work fine. It's just the lens blur filter. Oh, we know about a new fun bug. How about that? Having a problem in Twitch earlier just wouldn't let you type. Oh my god. We love Twitch. We love Twitch. Very stable. Very normal. Okay, in any case, that bug seems to be okay now. Gonna leave that alone. There we go. Okay, now my idea is to hit export, and we are gonna export that. Oh yeah, and I wanted to crop things too. That's true. Maybe a little bit like this. And let's do 4x5 maybe. That's the other way. Oh. Oh, Photoshop. Do your thing. Thank you. Okay, and now we're gonna hit export and just export that at like, I don't know, 25%. We'll see how it works. So we're gonna save that, and do you guys know of any AI image upscaler? Upscale online images for free? Okay. We'll see. See if this does anything. I'm gonna drop this in, and ratio 200%. Oh, we did save it at like, what, 33%? Okay, let's do 400. Let's see what it does. Another day of concocting, as usual. Hey, Soup. There's also a cat in the audience named Soup. That's true. Yes, this is accidental bean art. Not accidental because I did it accidentally, but because it wasn't planned. Okay, so that just downloaded. Let's check on it. Let's go to... Oh, Lord. Okay. Why did it do that? The flesh has been smoothed. And it did a really weird thing to the edge of bean. It mostly does what I expected on the hair, which is just adding more hair texture to the point where it looks fake. It just gives it that kind of AI-ness, but it does not respect the blurry bits, which is pretty interesting. And Spooky, that was a piano cover of the Grim Troop song from Hollow Knight. So yes. We've seen the ants that overload electrical boxes because they're attracted to the currents. Huh. Or rather, one ant gets fried and the other ants are attracted to the distress pheromones. Interesting. Oh yeah, you can also always see the song names behind in the bottom there. Okay, so it definitely did some weird things to the edges. And I think it just might be exaggerating, yeah, a little bit of the Photoshop edges that I messed up. So if I do this, and that, a little bit more even. Okay, maybe that'll be a little better. Let's give that another try. Again, scale 25%. We save that. And we're gonna go to this upscaler. We can try a couple different ones. I wanna see one that gives me the best or the worst quality. There's a few free ones that I'm seeing online. So let's try that. Maybe we need to go even lower quality. Okay, this one finished. That was the first one we tried. And this one's still processing. Okay. Original AI upscaled. Okay, this one seems to have kept the blurry bits. It's essentially just sharpened it. That's not so upscaled. Basically sharpened details. It didn't do much. This one's pretty conservative. Okay, what if we upscale it 4 times? I guess we gotta wait for it to do the whole thing every time we change a setting, which seems pretty inefficient, but can't get over how cool the LED background lighting is. Yeah, it's a fun one to set up. Okay. Now it's really sharpening things. And what about enhanced quality? Moving artifacts, bashing. Yeah, sure, enhance the quality, make it shitty. Maybe I need to crunch it further, yes. Oh, that makes it so AI looking. What if I do several passes of this? Okay, I'm gonna let's see. First of all, we're gonna drop these into Photoshop real quick. We're gonna go to Photoshop, and this is the original. This is the website number 1, and this is website number 2, which really sharpened the whole thing. Oh my god. Yeah, kind of overdid it there. Number 1 keeps like sharpening a random part of the background, which I find really funny. The art dungeon is owned by me? I mean, the whole server is owned by me. It's my server. But it's not about me. only the one channel is. This one's just kind of gross. I like that. I'm gonna do something. We're gonna take this grosser looking one. And we're gonna blur it, export it, and increase the JPEG a bit. Why not? I'm gonna save that over the old one, and we're gonna drop it back in to this, and yeah, let's try that again. We'll turn on all the quality enhance thingamajigs. Doing crimes to bead. It's okay, no beans were harmed in the production of this image. So the enhance quality button. Okay, it hasn't done that much on this pass. Do we need to upscale it? We can also try others. There's probably other. I want to find the shittiest one. I want one that really makes it feel like a shitty AI image. Okay, upscale image. Enhance details. Oh, that's paid. Okay, screw you. Oh, what is that doing? Ugh. Okay, it definitely did something weird already. It sharpened a random part of the image. I really dislike AI upscalers. Like AI upscaled images, they always like have some really ugly artifacts to me. I see a lot of like YouTubers using that when they want to, like, you know, maybe, you know, it's a history YouTuber and they're showing you this old, like, old manuscripts or something, and they only have a low quality image of it, so they AI upscale it, and it always makes the letters look like blurry messes. I don't like it. Yeah, this one definitely gives it an AI texture. That one's the best one in terms of bad. Okay. Let's drop that into Photoshop and see how it compares. Oh, this looks so generated. It did the weird thing in the back again. Why does it keep doing that? In any case, now this definitely looks generated. We've turned a normal looking image into the into weird AI looking shit. I'm gonna hit it with one of these, mess with the colors a little bit more. I think it needs to be bluer. Maybe higher vibrance, like weirdly saturated. Okay, color mixer. Gonna take these and change the hue. Oh, to red. The meat, yeah, it's a meat nipple. Yeah, we definitely found the worst AI upscaler. It's so bad. I hate these textures. I hate AI upscalers. Look at what they did to my boy. And here's before and after. So you can see my boy. He was crunched. Wet penguin feathers. Looks so wiry. It's so bad. I love it. I mean, I hate it, but it's perfect for our needs essentially. So yeah, we're gonna save this as now a full JPEG with all its beautiful crispy quality. Okay, we got time. I think I want to make a second image with the same meat pile in a completely different place. What do you guys think? What should the prompt be? Something pretty casual and a normal. You twist your break bean's eye to make it look more AI. It already kind of feels AI though, doesn't it? Like it's become pretty angular. How does one make this more AI looking? Also, I want to reduce some of the more Photoshop-y errors that have just been amplified by AI upscaling. This is kind of a blob. There we go. Oh, an old, yeah, black and white photo and the meat is in color. It's funny. The eyelid edges already looked unnaturally sharp on the original. He's just sharp like that. He's just made difference. I'm gonna add a bit more texture to this area. Let me do a flipped clone source. That's true. It does make bean look like it's melting. Oh no, don't melt my bean. Yeah, that is true. I'm trying to fix errors as a human, and this is clearly an inhuman creation, so or it's meant to look like one. It is not, but that's the idea. Okay. We're saving this as a JPEG. Let it do its thing. Good. Let's start a new image and do the same things. So I like the historical photo thing. Let's just go to Pickrel. So I'm gonna open up Pickrel right here. And let's see. What kind of topic should we ask it for? '19th century. Entryway of Renaissance Court. I wish these were bigger. That would have been a good one. It's from the Met Museum, so... Let's see. Met, do you have this? Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. No, we're not using AI. I've used an upscaler to make the texture here look weird and bad and like it's AI generated. But that's the only, we haven't used generative AI. Oh, internal server error. Matt, come on, what if I just do entryway to Renaissance Court? Maybe I looked for something too big. Let's go, Mets. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets. Nothing there. Okay. Don't know where to find this image. Let's keep looking. It's all drawn portraits. Give me photos. Let me just do photographs. Photograph. And we go here and we do 1850 to 1950. So again, black and white photos. And we'll just get one of them and add a meat blob. What is that? That's such a creepy image. The Paris sewers. Oh, that's good. And it's from Nadal. I know. I love this guy. He's the Facade, actually, in the Facade series. First one you see, the one that with the returning portrait. That's the actual person in that portrait is a photographer called Nadal. who also took a bunch of pictures of the Paris catacombs, which do show up in the story as well. Oh, this is good. What about this? A portrait of a slightly uncanny guy. There's just meat in the background. Oh yeah, we're also gonna nightshade these images. If you don't know what nightshade is, it's a way to poison AI images to turn them into like if it gets put in a training set for AI, it essentially like poisons one of the concepts in that AI. So in this case, for example, it would poison the concept maybe for historical and turn it into cow. So when you train that AI and there's historical pictures that are interpreted as cows, when someone prompts a historical picture, they'll get a picture of a cow instead, or some kind of horrible amalgam. What's going on with this picture? Oh, let's go to the Library of Congress and find it. Portrait photograph of Lansdale. Sure. I wonder if there's a way to do that manually. Those textures? I don't think so. It's a very like AI upscaling sort of effect. Soup is back. Hi, Soup. Good luck with your bread, Soup. Okay, we're just gonna get a JPEG version of this, because we're gonna downscale it a bunch anyway, so. Okay. Let me just drop into Photoshop. Oh. Oh! You're so small! Little man! Why are you hiding? Why are you so tiny? Okay. I'm thinking of going with horizontal, so we keep them both at the same size. Because I assume the AI image generators will have like a default size that they all use unless you maybe tell it, give me a different size. And I assume that to be 4x5. That seems like the most like reasonable default size, but I don't know. Okay, so we got our boy here. And he's about to meet the meat. The meat is once again going to be blurry in the background. And it's going to be on the left side again. I'm going to make it feel like it's always like a bunch of meat coming over from the left side. Like it's some kind of very specific mistake it makes that always repeats itself. And we're going to go into the meats. Oh, actually, I'm just going to redo this manually because that way it'll look different enough. First of all, we're going to call this picture 1. We're keeping them both here because it's probably going to stuff we're going to share back and forth. And I'm going to go to my meat and organs file. I'm going to pull out a new set of organs. 2 new sets of organs. Why not? Let's go crazy over here. And we're gonna start with a little selection for each of them. Boom. Hi, hearts. Hope you like organs, chat. Leikaya, muchas gracias. Oh, this one's been cut. Okay, so I want to do the same thing I did before, which is combine these two. by just blurring them together. So that way there's no like specific distinction between organs. Just kind of a blob. Gonna change the saturation a little bit so that it matches. I'm gonna re-add this one so I can change this fat that's on the heart. Maybe blend it in with some different textures as well. The blob. Okay, I can take all of this and wait, why is it not in the group? There we go. You have some organs yourself? Damn, you're not sharing those? I always need more pictures of organs. Organs in this economy? So like I asked, how long have I been doing arts? So art in general, since I was 14, so more like gotta be 15 years ago now. And horror art specifically, it was 5 years ago. That last month we just made 5 years since my first horror art piece. So it's been a minute. It's right behind me, isn't it? 13, 14. I don't recall the specific time. Okay, I should do something like this maybe, where it's, there we go, pops in from behind here as well. I'm gonna keep this original one. Okay, now I'm gonna re-add this on top, and I'm gonna turn it into essentially a sort of texture so that the image damage can be transferred on top of this. So it feels like it's behind, but it's, you know, it's still carrying over a lot of the damage and stuff. And wondering about like back here, should it be blurrier? Actually, in general, it should be blurrier. So I'm just gonna make a copy of everything. I'm gonna hide the rest. Oh, like this. Keep flipping the image. Okay, we got a copy of everything, and I'm gonna go with blur, lens blur. And we'll see how much we need. Too much. He is on a blurry background, but that feels a little too blurry. So let's go again, filter, lens blur, and go maybe like 30. That feels a little better. Then we are gonna again go into the edges and kind of move them inwards. Feather them a bit more. Oh no, shifts, no, feather. There we go. We put up a soft light layer. And maybe a color layer to maybe turn it a little bit black and white on the edge as it blends in with the background. Okay, now we put everything together. Oh wait, the signature. Maybe we forgot the signature. How about here in the Mac? I assume that says Mac. So we can take this A and essentially just give it another little whoop. And it's basically my signature. Easy. I wonder if that will be picked up by the AI upscaler. So I'm gonna enlarge that so it has more chances of being readable. It's a little better. It says and cheese on the other side. Oh yeah. Bro's wearing his mac and cheese jackets to the big portrait day. Gotta respect that. Okay, let's not change the temperature. We can change the vibrance or the saturation to change how hard do we want the meat to go. I think I'm going to just reduce the saturation a bit because it still calls your attention plenty. Okay, I think that's all we need to do. Now, I'm gonna export that. Oh, export, not save. So we need to downscale it 25%. I'm gonna export that. It's a funny AI trick 2. And we're gonna go back to here, to the very, very bad upscaler. Let's see. It says premium, but it lets me do it for free. I mean, maybe it only lets me do one. Let's see if it lets me do the other. Oh, Bean, you're so sleepy. Oh, Lord. What has it done? did it do to the damage? Look at that. Damage? Horrible. Oh. I mean, that's what we asked it to do. So, thank you. Okay. Weird. Let's put it on top here and compare. Ugh. Oh God. It's so bad, but it makes it look so AI generated. There's a strange smoothness to it. Oh, the eyes are so bad. And hey, despite everything, my signature is breedable, so 1 point, 1 single point. Horrible upscaler. Ugh. I wonder if it would look a bit better if I just added my own grain. And I'm not trying to make it look too much better, but less smooth. God, you can also add clarity. Don't know if I like that. I'll be honest. You didn't hear readable, you heard breedable? Oh no. Ah, really, this list looks bad. Maybe that's the point, maybe that's the point, I don't know. Maybe I just want it to kind of mix in with the background a bit more. Yeah, that's definitely better. Okay, so let's review what we're doing for the folks who joined us a bit later. Our goal today is to create not only a series of images, but an entire concept that we can just drop online and hope that just through social media, enough people share it, that it gets listed on Google as the first result for that specific search. It's going to be a made up term, so we don't have competition, right? We're just trying to get to be the first result on a specific term, so that the Google AI summary thing tries to summarize it and essentially like believes it and spews out a completely fake story about something I'm thinking of calling AI engorgement, which is when an AI swallows too much misinformation. It just becomes corrupted in some way and starts essentially spewing out these weird, like, malformed things. That's the goal. That is the objective. So we have made 2 images, and they're supposed to be AI generated images. That's why we've done the upscaling to make them look weird. But no AI was used apart from that upscaling. No generative AI was used, let's say, in the making of these images. But they both have piles of meat in the background, and that's kind of the sign that this AI has been corrupted, essentially. So that is our trick. We've done 2 images, which hopefully will drive that point home. By making these images, you're making it a real thing. Functionally, the outcome is the same, which is that the AI regurgitates the weird meat photos. Exactly. We are hoping, I don't know if the images themselves will appear on the Google overview thing, the AI overview. But the images are at least there to call attention to this weird made up concepts, so that it can appear high up enough in the search that it will appear as a reputable source. Belly, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So let's go into Google, shall we? And to come up with our term, I'm just gonna Google like different terms and see if there's already things that exist. So AI self cannibalizing. Ooh, that's already a, yeah. Okay, AI self cannibalizing already has a bunch of results. Self cannibalizing AI from a year ago, 2024, yeah. Lots of people have written about that. So we need a term that's fresh, something where we don't have to compete with The Week or Reddit to get it up in the search results. AI autophagy. Oh, that's, damn, it's already a thing. Also known as, and it even has the AI overview. Model autophagy disorder, also known as model collapse. Yeah, so those are burned. Those are already exist. So we can't use self-cannibalization, autophagy, however you say that. Ouroboros, damn, already a thing too. Here's it, and thank you for the follow. Yeah. It did it in Spanish, but yeah, it does have. It's essentially talking about model collapse again, in some of these cases, yeah. So that one's already burned. No Ouroboros. So what about the original one? Engorgements. Breast engorgement happens when your breasts become too full of milk. Oh no. Healthworlds.ai? What is that page? Oh wait, it blocked, you blacklist blocked on one side. Relief. Oh no! Did AI is giving health advice? AI is giving health advice. Healthwords.ai. Hold on, I want to click on this and have like a big breast on the screen. That would get me banned. Oh no. It's an AI giving health advice, folks. We are so screwed. Oh no. Healthwords.ai. Oh no. This is the worst thing that could ever happen. Oh, that's depressing. In any case, AI engorgement isn't a term. So that is, and it is like a sufficiently gross sounding term that think I think might be good. Actually, oh, is it too gross? Is engorgement as a word like too gross sounding? Because apparently AI overviews don't show up on things that sound gross, on like things that, for example, one way I've heard of getting rid of the AI summary thing is to just put a swear in your search. So, what is a fucking something? And it won't give you the AI overview thingy. I already know people who use ChatGPT instead of a therapist. Ah, no, that's so stupid. Like, ChatGPT and these chatbots are yes men. Like, they're literally designed to agree with anything you say. So, that's not a good therapist. A therapist is not something, it's something that should like challenge you on ideas. Depressing. It's depressing. Sarcogeny. It's pretty good. Okay. Nothing. So. Sarcogeny is good. Engorgements is also good. Oh yeah. Engorgement, synonyms. Because I like the idea that it's something kind of gross feeling, and something that, you know, you're overfilled. This AI has been overfilled with bullshit and it's just become corrupted in some way. Oh my god, yes, Suzo. Good thing. Talking to that person. So depressing that healthcare costs are at a level that people prefer to talk to a machine rather than a doctor. Yeah. Yeah, the US healthcare system is depressing. Bloating. Let's see. AI bloating. There's already a thing. AI tools become increasingly complex and computationally demanding, leading to performance issues and potential negative impacts on the environment. It's like model bloat, debloat AI. Someone saying, I hereby coin the term AI bloat. That's the most Reddit thing I've heard in my life. Oh no! There's a fetish thing. There's a fetish thing. AI belly bloats. No. Katofa Maria, thank you for the follow. AI rotting? That's pretty good. AI is rotting your brain. An opinion from 2023. Brain rot phenomenon. AI brain rot. Okay, rotting could be used. Free alternatives to Photoshop. Free specifically. I mean, you can get Photoshop for free. I'll let you discover how. But Photopea is one that's browser only, that's free. GIMP is the open source version of Photoshop, but it's like it'll serve you for basic things, but GIMP is very, very clumsy. It's not a great program. Yeah, decay. That feels a bit more... feels a bit more generic as a term. AI model decay, yeah. AI model drifts, also known as decay, yeah. It's already being used. What do we say? Sarcogeny. Did I search for that? Yeah, that one's fine. That one's fine to use. The Jack Sparrow, exactly. I hate the word engorgement, but it does really work for this. It's exactly, it's a gross word, but it'll go with like gross images of piles of meats. So my feeling with engorgement is that it's a really good term. The danger with it is that it might be like too gross sounding for an AI generated overview. What if I search for something that contains the word engorging, but that would give me an AI overview? What is engorgement? Let's see. Okay, yeah, it works. Engorgement refers to the painful swelling and fullness of breasts. Like, it's specifically talking about the breast ones, but it does use a term, and it does give me AI overview. So it's a safe term to use. I thought it would be too gross sounding for Google's AI. It does sound like weird fetish thing, and that's why I love it, because it's so weird sounding. But yeah, it could be like AI engorgement theory or something like that. Like, okay, let me just hop on Blue Sky. And I figure out what this is gonna sound like. Well, first of all, I'm gonna create a text document so I can copy it over. Okay. So, we drop our pictures in. Where are they? Here. And we say, should we call it an, oh, I'll put it in quotes. Generative AI engorgement refers to generative AI models that absorb, or that, yeah,